Hey, what's going on? John Sonnemes here. So I got a sad story for you today. Actually, a love story from Nah. So Nah asked me this question, and I thought I'd answer it because there's a couple of things here that I'd like to highlight that makes sense here. Okay, that I think you're probably, if you've been watching my channel for a while, you might find that the advice I'm going to give here is a little bit opposite of what you might expect. Okay, Nah says, my girlfriend, who's also my classmate, asked me to choose between her or my female best friend and then left me for not making a choice. It says, when I first told her about my friend, she got mad and told me never to mention her again. So me being in love with her started deleting our normal conversations until I got caught. Okay, I asked her for another chance and she accepted, but then asked me to make a choice. I went no contact to get her back. After a month and a half, she came back telling me that she misses me but can't be with me, and I started acting jealous of this guy who likes her that she hangs out with. She told him they can't be together, which means she does want it. Okay, I'm not sure what that means. I'm broken. I really want her back. She did come back, but I blew it and acted jealous and weak. What should I do? Okay, so a few things here. So if I understand correctly, you have this girlfriend. She's your classmate. She basically found out that you have a best friend who's female, and basically told you, you or her, to make a choice, and you at first, said, oh, it's you, and you stopped hanging out with this female friend and stopped talking to her, and then you got caught, and then, she left, and then she came back, but you were like jealous and you lost her again or something like that. So there's a couple things I would say first of all. Okay, so the big thing here is that you've heard me say in many videos that that you shouldn't have female friends. That's not typically a good thing. That guys and girls can't be friends. Okay, just be friends. I think I'm pointing to a video here. Hopefully, there's a video on that topic. I've talked about this in multiple videos. So this is not good, right? And by doing that, by allowing yourself to have quote female friends like this, I'm not going to get into all the details of the dynamics of it. I know I did a longer video talking about this, but it's not beneficial to you, okay? And there's just really no purpose, right? Have guy friends, okay? It's going to benefit you in a lot more, in many more ways in your life, having close guy friends than girls who are your friends. It just doesn't make sense. It's not beneficial to you at all, okay? It doesn't mean you can't have some girls that are acquaintances that maybe, and they can be useful in a social situation, that you go out and, you're going out together and you're having fun, and it's giving you some social proof because you're a kind of the cool guy that has these girls that are hanging around him. That's the only purpose that I would use that for. If you need companionship and friends, have guy friends. So, okay, so that's the first thing. But here's the thing, what I'm going to tell you here, where you screwed up, where you don't we probably didn't even realize you screwed up here. Okay, so when your girlfriend tells you to choose between you, her, or your best friend who's a female, you should have basically told her to fuck off. Like, not those words, okay? But even though I said you shouldn't have a female best friend, that doesn't matter. Your girlfriend shouldn't be dictating to you who your friends are. Okay, and as soon as you let her do that, you lost a ton of respect in her eyes. See, this is where you fucked up. You may not have realized it, but that is where you fucked up. Now, in that situation, you could have chosen to not hang out with your, quote, girl best friend. She put you actually in a spot. She kind of gave you what's called a shit test. She gave you a test, and you fucking failed the test because you just let her walk all over you, and you let her dictate what kind of friends you can have, right? Now, there's a lot of ways to respond to that, but the only wrong way, or the wrongest way to respond to that, is to do what you did, which is to basically just succumb and just say, like, okay, fine, I'll get rid of my friend for you. Not a good idea, right? You could have told her, you know what, I like you, but if you're gonna make me choose between, a friend, like I'm not gonna, like, if you doubt that I like you, then that's fine. That's, I understand. But, I'm not going to ditch my friends just because you tell me to ditch my friends. I'm just not that kind of guy. So that would be a perfectly acceptable response. And she'd probably bluff you, right? If you said that, she'd probably say, pretend like she's, but you would have had her much more hooked, okay? Because you stand up for yourself, because you're a man, because you don't fucking let some woman pressure you and tell you how you're going to live your life and what you're going to do. And maybe she's not okay with that. Maybe she's like, well, fine then, and then you just have to suffer the consequences. But at least you'll be a fucking man, okay? And it's going to work out for you in the future, right? That having that attitude is better for your self-esteem, first of all, and just your life in general, okay? Now, this is what, I'd call a positive EV play. It has a positive expected value. It doesn't mean every time that you do this and you stand up for yourself, it doesn't mean that you're going to get the benefit. But in general, if you continually do this in your life and you don't let your girlfriend boss you around and tell you what kind of friends you're going to have and what you're going to do with your life, you're going to have a positive result, a net positive result in your life, okay? So that's definitely true. The second part of this, which obviously you already know, is that when she came back, you acting jealous of this guy that she likes to hang out with. Again, also the wrong approach. Also this for the same reason, right? Again, this is probably another test. She wants to see, what is your confidence level? And if you're threatened by this guy that she's hanging out with, right, and you're acting like a little bitch and you're acting like a little pansy, she's going to sense that, okay? And then, and she's going to say, oh, yep, I was right about this guy. So my best advice at this point would be essentially this, right? Just where you're at. Forget about this girl. It's pretty much fucking done. And you should always be willing to just drop it like that. Because if you're not, then what's going to happen is that you're going to be needy and you're going to be attached. And you're going to be seeking validation, and that it's just not going to work out. Like, even if you're able to patch this together and hang on, you're not going to have that respect that you need to have in order for you to be a man in the relationship. So you've kind of blown that already. Now, it doesn't mean that things can't come back together. It's possible, but the best chance of that happening is for you to abandon that chance. Is for you to say, fuck it, you know what? Life lesson, I learned a bunch of things here. Second thing I'd say about this situation is stop making friends that are girls and get, I know you have your best friend or whatever. Stop. Don't fucking talk to her about this shit. Don't, none of that. That's making you a pansy. It's going to make you less of a man. Go find men friends that are masculine friends that are going to share and relate, to you with about those things. Not a girl, okay? Not a girl. It's just going to cause you trouble in the future as well. And you probably like this girl that's your, quote, best friend, and you're probably pining after her for all this time. And this other girl knows it. That's why your girlfriend was all, suspicious and jealous and all this shit. So, fuck that. Don't get involved with that in your life. It's fine. Maybe you lose a friend. That's fine. You just have to do that. But your life is going to be better. And then the third thing I'd say is just remember, in general, okay, when you're in a relationship like this and a girl gives you what is a shit test, or she tells you to do something, don't value the relationship and don't fear the loss more than you fear your own loss of dignity, right? You're the man. You need to make your decisions and accept your consequences in life, right? If you can't accept your consequences, if you're too afraid, you're going to be, using the term pussy whipped is what I would say in this case, and you're basically going to be over the barrel all the time, right? Because people can do that to you, manipulate you by taking stuff away or threatening you with loss and getting you to cave to what they want and to abandon your values. That's no good. That's not good at all. So you got to stand firm, and if shit happens, then you're just going to deal with the consequences, right? So in another circumstance, when you get in the situation, you have to make your decisions, right? And so you got to be able to say no. You got to be able to say no. You got to be able to disappoint people in life, okay? And you got to be able to stand firm and have your boundaries and say, no, this is what I want. And you're going to find that you're going to be more attractive as a man. You're going to be more charismatic as a human being when people know that you're not a fucking yes man, that you don't just do what they want you to do because you're afraid of losing a relationship, you're afraid of upsetting them, right? You do what you want to do, and you're willing to accept the consequences for it. So that's all I got for you today. If you haven't subscribed already, click that subscribe button below. Click the bell so you don't miss any videos. I do 2 a day on average. I'll talk to you next time. Take care.